Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Please help me welcome my fabulous sisters, Allie of Heart and Soul Connected, Sherry of Voices from the Swan, and Val of Dragonfly Crystals and Next Level Channeling. And welcome to Sisters of the Mystical Tarot. Yay. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
How is everyone? How are you doing? What are you keeping warm?
Freezing.
You are. I bet. She's got a turtleneck on, don't you see?
Yes.
Turtleneck on. I've got gloves on. I've been wearing like 2 pairs of pants all week long.
For you.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
Freezing my bahukas off. We're not used to this down here.
Yeah. Yep. And Val, how's the weather in your location?
You know, it's actually cold. What can I say? It's in the 40s. So that's pretty cold.
Yeah.
For us. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And Allie, you're
Well,
getting cold.
we got some rain. We got some rain. We have had over the weekend and in Monday and Tuesday. It was gorgeous. It was beautiful blue skies. It was in the 40s, but that was warm. So here it is anyway. But yeah, been outside doing some work. Yeah.
Ah, nice. Yeah, it was nice here for a day, and then weather is weather.
Weather's weather.
Just look down. I'm going to say hello to some of the folks who have joined us, and I like this. Scott.
He really does want. He said he'd fill in.
I want to be a mystical sister.
He said he'd fill in anytime. If anybody.
Well,
isn't that great?
Well,
Yeah.
We'll keep you on the list.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So hello to Jackie B, Dolores Aguyo, Charlie's the Sage of Fire, Hibiscus Healing. Hello, Sarah. Nice to see you. And I think that there's a few people that are not saying anything. They're just kind of lurking, and that's okay. You're allowed to do
you
that.
too. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So whether you're watching this with us live or whether you're watching this in replay, welcome. And I'll ask you, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I have all the, I have Allie, Val, and Sherry's information listed in the description of the video. So please make sure that you go over to their channels, do the subscribe thing. It doesn't cost anything, and it just helps the algorithm. It just helps us get in front of people who want to hear what we have to say. They just don't know where we are.
Yep.
So
Don't forget to like and subscribe to Marina's channel. So.
Yes.
Yes, that too. Yes, you can absolutely do that. So, I just saw someone else, Joan Baker. Hello, Joan. And Luna's mom, Tracy. Hello. Welcome. So the topic for today, and it just kind of dawned on me about half an hour ago that, yeah, this probably would have been a really good topic for the end of December, because then we could go back, but here we are. And basically what I wanted to talk about was, what have you learned in the past year that you didn't know before? So that's why I say if it had been December, we could have looked at the whole year. So pretend that, it's, from January last year. So
I learned I could handle cold weather a lot better than I thought I could.
Yeah. So Allie, you want to start us off?
Sure. I'm happy to do that, Marina. I had a real big epiphany just today, and I'll share that with you. But over the past year, I've been able to stretch some of my skills a little bit more, and the time that I've spent with helping Cal with Patrick's class, it's doing pretty and spending time listening to the same, she alters it some, but it's the same information basically. Really opened me up. So over the last year, I've been able to do the account records, which I never thought. I just didn't think that was going to happen. And there's that letting go. There's that letting go, and then allowing in. And so that was really a big for me last year. With regard to today, as you probably know, I've been teaching. Actually, I don't say teaching. I've been facilitating class on Sundays with 12 wonderful ladies. And we've been going through some shadow work. We've been going through journaling stuff and prompts and essays. And I honestly knew that I was morphing and growing in that process myself, because we tend to teach things that we want to know about. And working with shadow is in with that mix. And so I had gotten a 30-foot or 30-yard dumpster because my garage is full of moldy stuff. And I said, this is it. I got to let go. I don't want my kids to have to deal with this when I go, And so I'm throwing that stuff away. And then I decided I better, I got to work in here too. And it was not pleasantly surprised to see that I have a really big spending problem and a hoarding issue. I don't have 30 or 40 decks of tarot cards. I mean, I have probably 300. My husband and I sat down and I apologized to him. And I said, I just feel like I have to say that because it's ridiculous. He said, probably what we have in the house, 99% of it is yours and 1% is his. And it's a hard thing to admit. And it's a hard, you know what? I feel so much better. I'm working now, taking stuff to Goodwill. I'm going to sell some stuff and move forward. And I think a lot of this is planetary. And that's exactly what I was told as well, that this is us. We're being shaken in different places in different ways. And so it's gonna make us grow whether we really want to or not, but I'm always willing to change and see what happens. So that's my story.
I like the fact that you could come to terms with that, and the fact that letting go felt so good, because sometimes people a lot of people think that, well, if I let go of this, it's a disservice to the memory of the person who gave it to me, or we bought this on vacation, and so it's lessening all that. It isn't. The memories are still there. The feelings are still there. It's just that here's one little piece that you don't have to worry about dusting anymore.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And if you don't know what you have, I mean, I've got like 3 of one thing, or whatever it is. And it reminds me of that saying that I heard this week, and I keep hearing over and over, is you don't know what you don't know. Thanks, book. Thanks, honey. Yeah. And Sarah, you got the urge to purge. Go for it, girl.
Yes.
Yeah. It is. Absolutely. It is very liberating. It just has to be done. And I picked a kind of a cold time of the year, but it's okay.
A friend of my brother's was having a garage sale, so he was like, "There's anything you want to get rid of?" And I'm looking around, going, "Oh, I've got a truckload of stuff I need to get rid of. I'm a hoarder too, so it's like it's hard to turn loose of some of that stuff."
The other thing, Sherry, and it is that we oftentimes take something that we're dealing with. And we can't. For me, I was a junk food person, and then I lost weight, so I can't be eating junk food anymore. So now I have another thing I have to fill me up, and I have to recognize I don't need anything outside of me to fill me up. And so, I feel lucky that, and I hope I can continue that, because I want to now. So, thank you.
I think you will. I think you will. Now that you recognize how good it feels,
Mhm.
yeah, I think, yeah, it will be easier and it won't take you as long
Right.
to
And I
to
can't buy
decide.
anything else.
Is
I'm
this
not buying
growth?
stuff. Yeah, I just gotta
Yeah,
stop. Yes.
I get that. And how about you, Miss Val?
Well, um, kind of, everything Allie's going through, absolutely. I'm feeling the urge to purge as well. I look at makeup, all of you, I know all of you ladies, especially, and even men wear makeup now, but I have shelves of makeup from even 7, 8 years ago. Compacts, blush compacts, eyeliner. It's too old. It's not usable. Yet I didn't purge it. And I just now went into Google. How long should I keep these things? They are no good now. It's been too long. Shelf after shelf, basket after basket full. And I'm saying, and I don't even go around that corner of where I have the shelving in my closet. And I'm like, okay, this is all going. This is going. Just take the thing, throw it in the bag. Don't even look at it. You haven't
Yes.
looked at this in years. And then I'm looking at in my closet where 14 years ago I moved from my old house, but I'm sure some of these came from my house before that. They might even be 20 years old. Have I put these tops on? Have I worn them in 20 years or even in 15 years? No, I haven't. I'm going to do this once and for all. I'm going to go through that. So
Yeah.
it is the astrology aligning you to do the purge. There is no doubt about that. Is it about stepping into your power and letting go of all those old things? Plus, I feel like I'm capable of trusting the moment to moment unfolding. So, in a way that it, I know I recognize what's coherence when it arrives and I let it lead me. So I'm not questioning as things show up. I don't go, oh, wait a minute, let me think about this. I just go with it. However it shows up. And I think that's a really big thing for a lot of people now. And it is, I feel like I'm also capable of non-effort in places where I once felt there was effort necessary. Like the old, you got to work for it thing.
Yes.
No. I'm allowing clarity to arise instead of chasing it. And I can pursue or pause rather instead of pushing. I could just let things ripen and happen in their good time. If it didn't show up right then and you thought about doing something, hey, it can cycle back around. Just let it do its thing. You don't have to effort at anything. So that is the big, huge shift. You don't have to effort at anything. So those are some key components of what's going on for me right now. A lot more, but those are big things.
Yeah.
So,
And it
They
makes
are.
room for other things to come in. And they
Yes.
don't have to be material things.
yes, they don't have to be material at all. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we don't take the material with us.
Correct.
No, we do not. And so all those airy fairy things, the pie in the sky things, we're tying back to our actual energy here. How much do I have around me that I actually use and need? That is useless energy where our energy is still tied and tethered to it. And so purging that is reclaiming your energy back. It's standing in your power, and we're tying that now to the spiritual idea of what that really means in energy and the way it works with our human body, mind, and spirit. That is a key element here to understand how it affects us, no matter what it is, whether it's purging or, creating better boundaries, whatever that is.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
yeah.
It's
Fabulous.
fabulous.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And how about you, Sherry?
Well, like I said, I've learned I can deal with the cold better than I thought I could after a blizzard last January, and now super cold temps again this January. Except we didn't get any snow this go around, which that's fine.
Yes.
Um, but it's like I don't know how you northern people can stand it. Oh my God, it's like I can't get warm. Um, I think I can really uh see from Allie's point of hoarding. I have a horrible habit of doing that myself. I have a hard time throwing stuff away because it's like as soon as I throw it away, I'm gonna need it. And I have stuff that's been in boxes for over 20 years that I don't even know what's in those boxes anymore because I haven't opened them. And I know that there's stuff in there that I'm probably look for on occasion of I know I got one of those. Where did it go? It's probably in one of those boxes.
Right.
Um, it did help Lewis tackle the master closet that we share our stuff in a couple weeks back, and he like cleared out a bunch of his crap to make room, and it makes me look at all of my crap and think, okay, I need to get in here and do the same with my own stuff. Um, and as far as cards, I've got far too many cards. Oh my God, cards coming out the wazoo, just about every kind you can imagine. And they're fun if they're seasonal cards to pull them out for Christmas, for
Yes.
Halloween, for Easter, whatever, and use them during that time because it just kind of brings the spirit of the season into whatever we're doing.
Yes.
Um, but I've still got far too many deck of cards that I use that I've only used maybe less than 5 times, and then they get stuck on the shelf, never to be seen or heard from again. Once
Yep.
in a while, I'll get an odd urge to go look, and I'll find a deck and go, "Oh, I haven't done that one in a while," and it's kind of a rediscovery. But I'm at the point now where it's like I may need to start purging some of these because it's 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 a very guilty habit of constantly buying cards. Every time I see
Yes.
something that sparks my interest, I gotta go get that deck. And purchase responsibly, as Gerald is good at saying.
Yes, exactly.
Pull that one right out of the water. Um, uh, and then I think just with this past year, I think it's not that I've really. I guess I have been dealing with something shadow, but then I've been working on that for several years now. Um, but I think the biggest thing is just trying to excuse me, trying to redefine my time so that I have more time for reflection. And even though I don't really meditate because I can't get my brain to stop thinking for 5 minutes, um, just having that little bit of me time where I'm not watching something, listening to something, thinking about something, just sit and kind of like pull all the plugs and just veg out for 10 or 15 minutes. And that's been a really
Yeah.
difficult lesson to learn how to do this past year that I'm still working on. Um, and uh, I don't know, mainly just I've been trying to just work on gifts and helping, trying to help myself get stronger at doing things, get better at doing them. Um, I know when I read cards, I tend to come at it from a clinical point of view because that's just the way my brain operates. And then I have to backtrack from that and then plug into the emotional part of it. Um, and it's taken me a while to kind of get my own rhythm of
Yeah.
what kind of works for me. And because we all read differently. I mean, we're all reading, we're all doing the same thing, but everybody approaches it differently. And I think the hardest lesson this past year has been tackling my preconceived notions of how I should sound and how I should read, when that's really not a comfortable fit for me, and just accepting that I do it the way I do it because that's just what works, and to stop fighting the movement of that. I think that's been the biggest thing. So those have been some of the biggest things I've been working on this past year. Um,
That actually, when you think about it, that's pretty big. The idea of letting go of the self judgment about, well, I should be like, I should do things this way, because you're absolutely right in that we are all individuals. We all do things our own way. And the best way to do something is the way that it feels comfortable. It doesn't matter if you're the only one that, you know, that reads river rocks, as long as it works for you, then that's what you do. And there is I think sometimes we do step into the idea of comparison because we whether, and a lot of people, I think, subconsciously or not, they're certainly not doing it on purpose, but they when someone will say, well, I got a reading from so and so and they said this, what do you think? I'm going to get a different thing because my style, my way of doing things is different. So sometimes when we do that self-judgment, it's because we've heard that a few times. We've had that question answered, and you think, well, maybe I should look at this, or maybe I should look at that. So it's, I think that that's a good part of growth when you can accept that and say, well, you know what? Yeah, everybody's different. This is the way that I like to do things, and I'm okay with it. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I do agree with you, with all of you when it comes to purging, and I did one of my major purges a number of years ago, and I must say my son helped me an awful lot with that because I was each individual item had a story, and there was an emotion tied to it. And he said, look, whatever is in that box, if you haven't opened that box in the last 6 months or the last year, get rid of it. If there's anything in there that you needed, you would have looked for it. You couldn't have found it. You would have already replaced it. So no need to do that again. And I thought, oh, actually, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was a lot easier, and the process went a lot faster because it was like, okay, what's in that box? I don't know. Get rid of it. Right? And I must admit,
trust it that you haven't seen it in 15 years or however long. You don't need it right now. And as you were talking, Marina, I went in, my mind kind of wandered about thinking, if somebody hoarded so hard that they couldn't let go of things, a really good way might be for them to take a picture of the item and write a little paragraph about it. So they have a little diary of who gave it to them, what's it about, and then go on to the next thing. Of course, that might take forever. Don't open the box. Don't look in it. You haven't seen it. You don't need to see it. But these are for things that you have it sitting out that maybe it's time to let all Chotskis or that kind of thing. It's time. Yeah.
I said to Keith today, he said, you're not a hoarder, you're a spender. And he said, you just find ways to spend. And if I think I agree, I mean, I know I agree with him. I know I'd probably have $10,000 or whatever if I didn't buy all that crap. And I recognized that something was missing, though. I feel like filled a void, but it doesn't
Yes.
satisfy you for more than a day or so, and then
Yeah.
you're looking for that next thing. And so,
Exactly. And that's kind of like, Allie, that's like the shopping um, thing.
Yeah.
I used to, when I was in my 20s, have the same thing. It's kind of,
Mhm.
but it was about clothes. It was about shopping.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
exhilaration of the
Yeah.
hunt for a deal and finding just the perfect outfit and feeling good about it the next day when you wear it to work or whatever. That feeling of excitement and finding something that was just right and bringing it home and knowing you have that to wake up to the next day or whatever. So, but it doesn't stay, because then that thing seems to get old and lose its juice. I
Or I
always
need
call it
more of that.
the juice.
I gotta have more to be
got to go
happy.
back and get some more juice. but
Yep.
but at the end of the day, you do finally get to the perspective that that's not even interesting to you anymore. You don't even want to go down that
I mean,
road.
I've done a lot of purges. I'm not afraid to let go of things.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just saying in my clothing hunting
Uh-huh.
in the days,
I went through that.
now I have to force myself to go. I go to Amazon now. I'm so lazy. I go to Amazon. I say, yeah, give me some tankinis and swimsuits, and I buy them off Amazon.
Yeah.
It's worked out really well. But I have to say, get rid of everything that you don't need, pared down to almost minimal. Because what happens when you do that is you don't go, oh, I know I had one of those things, just like Sherry was saying, but I just don't know where it is. You'll know where everything is. You'll know where it is, and you'll know what you have, because you don't have that much.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Whether it's clothes or items or household goods, it's like the things in your kitchen. I know most ladies or men know exactly what they've got in their kitchen.
Yes.
Gadgets. When it's time for that gadget that does the what's it, you know to go to your, you go to your junk drawer and get it. Whatever.
Yes.
I mean, you can handle making the rest of your house like that, where you know exactly where everything is. And you can't do that if you have so much stuff that everything's exploding and mushrooming. The more you bring in and bring in and bring in, it kind of dilutes the value of everything.
It does.
Yes.
It does. Yeah.
And I know my hoarding starts getting out of control whenever I go put something up so I don't lose it.
Yeah.
And then when I go to get it, I can't remember what I did with it because I got so much crap. It is like, did I put it in there? Did I put it in there? Did I put it over there up in that thing? Did I put it in a box? It's like I'll spend 2 days trying to find the stupid thing. And it's usually something that's sitting right out where if I didn't have so much stuff, I would just see it. Yeah, like, oh, there it is right there.
And then what I think in those situations, I pull myself back and I think, before I buy something, do I really need that? Isn't that just another thing that's sitting around that I'm not going to end up using? Like, I almost bought one of those roller exercise things, and I thought, no, Valerie, it's just an excuse for an additional thing, and you're not going to end up using it. I said no to myself. Absolutely not. You have everything you need, just your body. You can do it all that way. And I have free weights. So, come on. You have to be honest and have the talk with yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And that was like I was telling you girls backstage. Yeah. I had to have a conversation with myself over the weekend. And I don't want to get into the details, but it was a situation that I had to stop myself and say, oh my God, like, the sun shines out of your ass, right? Like everything revolves around you. Is it possible that maybe, there's more than 1 or 10 different explanations for this, and you're just getting into the emotion and whatnot? and realizing that, okay, no, that's, come off your high horse, just let it go. And you know what? Within a couple of days, it absolutely worked itself out. It probably much better than anything that I could have done if I had carried on with my little thing. So sometimes it's not a bad idea to have those conversations with with yourself.
Yeah.
And to say, okay, all right, big girl, what are you going to do? You're going to spend money on this, and why do you need that? Do you have something
Where are you
something
going to
similar?
put it?
Yeah, where are you going to put it? Exactly. What are you going to do with it? So I totally understand what you girls were saying about the tarot decks, because yeah, I'm right there with you in that anything that that sounds nice, looks good, whatever, I just had to pick it up. And I am going to be going through my stuff and putting the cards back into their boxes and putting them together with their little guidebooks.
Mhm.
And I think I just might gift a whole bunch of people with, here you go, here's this,
Yeah.
here's that, because yeah, they're taking up space. I have the ones that I like working with, the ones that I go with. So it's like it's like coming to the conclusion that really, if you have two pairs of black shoes, you really don't need a third, a fourth, and a ninth, and a 20th. Right?
Yeah.
One of those will do. And when was the last time that you took this out? So on. So,
I have to say, in defense of it, of a lot of tarot cards, somehow you use them for a while, and then the energy, you resonate differently with them, and you have to move on to another deck. So it's not really your fault that this happens. It's just you shift in your view, you shift in your perspective, your energy changes, and you're attracted to new energy coming in, and you're going to get those decks, and your readings are going to change. And so those old decks, it's not making them less than, but gifting them is an excellent idea, because you're never going to want to go back to those that don't seem to have, they don't resonate with you anymore, because you're not going to suddenly resonate with them again. You're done with them.
Yes,
And,
exactly.
and some of them are like $50 now, or more than that. And you know, they're expensive. Yeah.
You could give them away on shows, however that is. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Gently used.
Yes, gently used and reader approved.
Yes, there you go. There you go. And reader sanctioned.
Reader approved. Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah,
well,
Sarah,
I'm also
feelings.
Oh, that's okay. Go ahead, Marina. I'm sorry.
Yes, I just received 3 decks today.
Oh.
Okay, Sarah.
We don't want to make you feel bad.
No,
it's okay.
No, because
we've all been there.
But yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
So, all right, sorry, I interrupted you.
That's all right. So I have this.
Go ahead, Allie. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I have this like sliding thing that I put in journals, unwritten journals. It's because I want to be able to pull one out and use it. Well, today I had to move that. So I had to take them all out, put them somewhere else. And I'm like, oh my God, I have 100 journals.
Oh,
what am I doing with 100 empty journals? And
then
I go,
here's
and
your
then
journal.
I know. But then I have washi tape. I don't know if you know what that is, but I have like 700 washi tapes, and I have stickers, and I have pens, and I have pencils.
I got a stack right next to me. I got another stack over there, and it's
how many do you need? You know, but I recognize it's not. It was a bunch, and stones. My husband said, "Let's get rid of some of these stones that you have 3 or 4 of." You know,
that's a perfect thing to actually sell. Yeah, because you know, sometimes crystals and stones want a new home. They want to rehome. They're ready to go on to a new person. Yeah, absolutely.
And that's one thing I say I've been good about is I will get that urge that somebody needs a certain deck. or they need a certain stone, even if it's just a little bitty stone that I have.
Mhm.
And if there's a way that I can get it to them that it doesn't cost me 10 times more
Yes.
to
Right.
buy it than it is for them to just go to their local store and pick it up,
Yes.
then I try to, pass it on. I've got decks that I may use once or twice a year, but then they
Yes.
come in handy for a specific kind of reading. So it's like, I don't really want to get rid of those because I do use them on occasion. But there's a lot of decks I have, and it's like, they're great. They're fun to look at. They were fun to use the first 2 weeks I had them. And now, yeah, they're just collecting dust, and I'll probably never use them
Exactly.
again. I
Yeah.
know that I'll
Taking
never
up
use
space
them
somewhere.
again. So, as Allie
Yeah.
said, I need to put them all back in the box with their little books and all that good stuff, and just do like, garage sale. You pay for shipping,
Yeah.
and it's yours. It's
Exactly. Exactly. And it's, you thank the deck because obviously it came into your life for a reason at that
right.
time. Thank you for fulfilling your purpose. And I hope the next person that you go to is going to appreciate you and benefit from you. So, I release you with all kinds of light and love, and go be of service with someone else.
And yeah, Marina, I agree with you. You can do that with everything you're purging and getting rid of.
Yes.
Say that same kind of thing with that same kind of energy, because that's just
Yes.
creating
Bringing
more abundance. Yeah.
clothes
Yes.
and old shoes and old purses and stuff to Goodwill.
Yeah.
Why do you stick it back in the closet? You're not ever going to wear it again. You're never going to drag that purse out again because you hate that damn purse. It didn't do what you
Yes.
wanted it to do. And so I've
Yes.
got 20 damn purses sitting in my closet,
There's another
and I
problem.
keep shuffling back and forth between two purses
Yes.
that don't really do what I want them to do, but none of the others worked either. It's like, okay, it's time to really get rid of them and then go
Yes.
find an all-purpose one that's going to do what I want it to do. And yeah, that can be hard. And the fun part is when you dig them out and you start going through them and seeing, well, what's in there, and you find like a $10 bill or a $20 bill or something. You're like, oh, okay, well, this was worth it. Sort of looking.
None of that in mine. I already picked them clean.
Yes. One of the things that a friend of mine used to do, and I've tried it a couple times, and it does. If you're willing to go with the process, it really does work. And that was when she was working, always very well dressed, always, everything was just so.
Yeah.
And then she retired, but still kept on keeping the regular shopping that she did when she was
Oh,
working.
yeah.
And oh, this is a fabulous shirt, and subconsciously thinking, oh, it'll go so well with that pair of pants, and justifying the purchase. And she said it got to the point that it was like, okay, why am I buying working clothes? I'm not working. Like, where exactly do I think I'm going where I'm going to wear that?
Yeah.
So what she did is, because she enjoyed the process, she would continue to go shopping, put together these little outfits, and oh, that's fabulous, that's great, that's so on. Spend a couple hours doing that, and then at the end of it,
Walk
take
away.
10-15 minutes and either put everything back or just walk away.
That-
And say, that was fun. Go grab yourself a coffee and
She's
go,
my twin, because that's what I started doing. That was my transition, is
Yes.
to explore the feeling of buying it and try it on, put these outfits together, and then you walk away and you feel, oh, there's no burden of having to pay the credit card. Oh man,
Exactly.
it's like dodging a bullet. You got the
Yes.
excitement of it, you got the anticipation of it, you got all the juice, and then you got to walk away.
Mhm.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. Like
I have a
going.
problem that I've lost so much weight now, all my pants are falling off of me. And so I'm
Yes.
at the point where I keep putting off buying new pants. And then I started thinking about it. And I thought, when was the last time I bought the slacks that I wear every day to work and stuff? And I think the newest pair I own is maybe 12 to 15 years ago that I bought them. It's
Wow.
like, it's amazing they're still holding up together, much less.
That's a long
And,
time.
and the thing is, as long as you and I found this for myself, as long as I still kept the larger size clothing in the closet, it was like I didn't believe in myself in that I could lose the weight and keep it off, that I had a backup plan.
Yeah.
So maybe what I need to do is get rid of the backup plan. I went through my closet and anything that was the
Merge the fat
least little
clothes.
bit, yeah,
Yeah.
if it hung off me in a way that I didn't like or whatnot, gone, 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 gone. Somebody else needs it more than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was
That's a
just
smart
telling my
thing to
son
do
the other
too.
day that
Yeah.
I desperately need to go and purge clothes in my closet because I have
yes,
blouses and t-shirts and whatnot I have not worn in years
Mhm.
and will probably never wear again simply because I'm now a lot smaller than I was when I bought them. And so they engulf me, and or it's the opposite. There's something I've had so damn long that I'm still not skinny enough to get into it. But in the meantime,
That is the
it's
other side of
dry
the coin.
rotting in
Yeah,
the
I have
closet.
like these size 2, size 0. What?
Well, I never wore a
Forget about
size two, but
Forget about that.
but
I
you
am
have
not
your
gonna. I am not gonna
skinny clothes
starve.
from when you were younger, and you have your fat clothes from when you finally gave up trying and just said, yeah, whatever. And now I'm like in between, and it's time to start replacing the in between clothes. But it's like I don't want to even look at the fat clothes because I don't want to go back in that direction. And then I look at the skinny clothes.
exactly.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen no matter what I do to try to get there.
You know what I
So
think
I
is
need
a
to
really
let
good.
somebody else wear it.
Sorry, Sherry. I think a really good idea is to sit down and take inventory of your life and take inventory of what you've got and sit down and say, what is a priority? So when you
Yeah.
get that urge to go, look at your list. Look at your list. What's the top thing you need to really pay attention to or spend money on? And fulfill the list accordingly. Don't
Yeah.
go to the bottom thing that you like so much that you don't need any more of it. Go up here. So
Well,
I
I
think
got a Goodwill that's like across the street from my apartment complex, like a block down across the street. So it's like I don't have any excuse to not bring things to them because they're right there. It's it's one of the bigger centers where they just take in donations.
I
They
think
don't
it's
have a
just a
store.
matter of
So
making an appointment with yourself like Allie did and
yeah.
saying, I'm doing this. She even has the dumpster there to purge the big thing. So, that's the appointment you have to make with yourself to do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And very quickly, I just want to say hello to Harry Fast, who is here in the room with us, and Carfast is what she goes by.
That's
Yeah.
cute.
Yes.
Those are new names. Cool.
Actually, she and I have we've met in person, and we got together several times, and she was part of the tarot group that I belong to. So it's every once in a blue moon she pops in, I think, to check up on me. So hey,
Very good. Very
I
good.
owe you an email or text back and coffee. So yeah, there you go.
There you go.
But thank
Oh,
you
I need a
guys.
secretary for the emails. It's getting out of hand. It's like I can't
Yes.
keep up anymore. It's just I'm probably answering emails that were sent to me 2 weeks ago. I'm just now getting to it, and I feel really
Yes.
guilty about it. But it's like just not enough hours in the day anymore. So
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
one of the things I'm trying to refine is dealing with
Yes.
that. I don't know why my cousin keeps calling me. He knows this is showtime. Um,
Put put the phone up to the speaker. I'll talk to him or her.
yeah,
You know,
Hey, we're busy here. We're working.
certain people, Sherry, have this, and I think Deborah Zackow might have this too, where they set their email up to answer and say to the person emailing them, I'll get right back to you, blah 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 blah, whether it's
Oh,
the
I can
next day
always
or within
reply.
24 hours, but it's
Yeah.
a response, so you don't have to worry. You got a response from you were giving a response out. Maybe that would help you.
Yeah, that
well, I
might
think one
work.
of the big helps will be finally getting a landing page set up for people to schedule readings and
Yeah.
stuff with, and because that's the biggest back and forth of trying to set
Oh,
up
good
times and
point.
dates.
Good point. Yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah,
and,
yeah.
and that
Yeah.
can get sometimes overwhelming because you're trying to find something that works for both of you, and it's like you don't want to say, look, I got this day and this day, pick it or go
That's why.
somewhere else, because
Yeah,
at the same time, when you look at somebody that's got a professional website up and going,
yeah.
you go in and you look at the calendar, what's available, and there's no negotiation. You're picking this or this.
That's why the
Yes.
scheduling platform is smooth and easy, and it has dates,
Yes.
and they can only select what's good for you. It's on there.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that works.
And most people don't mind.
Yeah,
They don't mind. That's when you're available.
Yeah.
I can't call my doctor's off. Well, I shouldn't say that. But it's like calling my doctor's office and saying, I want an appointment for 2:00 today.
Exactly.
They're
Exactly.
going to say,
Yeah, like they're
that's
gonna cater.
nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
It and it helps when you're scheduling yourself to know when you can do something. Then,
Yeah,
But
exactly.
my
Exactly.
goodness. So
Have we solved the problems of the universe now?
yes, absolutely we have. Absolutely.
I think we have.
So I want to go to Allie, what have you got happening on your channel that you want to tell the lovely folks about?
So tomorrow I'll be on with Joan, Wisdom Seeker Joan, and Mark. I haven't been on with him for a while, and so we'll be on at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon for readings and that sort of thing. And Friday, I've got I'm going to be on with Val Bradshaw at night at about 5 o'clock Pacific time, and then Saturday. I'll be on with Val. We're teaching a class on psychic mediumship, and it's not too late to sign up on Val's channel if you're interested, right?
Yeah.
Dragonflycrystals.store. Mm-hmm. And then we have to Shine Your Light with Marina, which I'm looking forward to. Yeah.
Fabulous. Fabulous. And if folks are interested in booking a reading with you, Allie, or finding out what you're up to, what is your website that they can go visit? And
my website's Heart and Soul Connected, one word, .online. So please come over and see me. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Go over, check it out. Browse around, take a look.
Browse around, have fun.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And Sarah says that class is amazing. Amazing, big letters. So yes, take it from someone who's been there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that, Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
And Val, what have you got going on?
Messages for Lightworkers tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah. Yay. p.m. Eastern time with Marina, and it'll be on Heart Centered Tarot tomorrow. So watch us there and see what the guides and angels have guided us to talk about. And then again, the psychic mediumship class on Saturday, you can still join in. Dragonflycrystals.store. Allie and I are teaching that. And then Shine Your Light, 3:30 Pacific time, my time, starts on Saturday. Marina's Heart Centered. You can go to heartcenteredtarot.com for that. I'll have that posted. And that's it. How about you? Yep.
And Sherry?
Well, tomorrow night is Golden Girls Coffee Clutch, and I'll be hosting. And then Friday night, Mel and Colleen and I are starting the other side of the coin back up again. It kind of got shelved last year. Mel got sick, and then he was traveling, and then this happened, that happened, the other happened, and we just kind of put it in the closet and said we'll revisit this later. And so we're going to do our first 2026 show. That'll be Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. And then at 8 o'clock Central Time, I will be a guest on Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot's channel. And then Saturday morning is my monthly date with Nate, where we just take live questions, live show. And of course, the slumber party, which I think I've already got like 6 or 7 lined up for the panel. I've kind of turned it into a panel show because it just seems to be more fun, and I kind of mix up the groups and just to see who's available and who can pop in. And those have been a lot of fun. So the slumber party seems to just become more and more and more popular. So, it's
Fabulous.
I always put it out there and say, if you want to come on, just say the word and I'll send the link, everybody's welcome. And that's it for this week. And some backstage work for Arthur on Sunday and a couple of personal readings, and that's it. So
Wonderful. And yeah, I will be on Messages for Lightworkers tomorrow, episode 162. And it is always, I know, it is always such a surprise. And I'm surprised that when Val and I get together 10, 15 minutes before we go live, and literally the discussion is, okay, what'd you get? And how the messages always seem to mesh and work together. So yeah, fabulous. So that is at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then I'll be on Sherry's channel at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for Golden Girls. And then on Saturday, start at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4:30 Mountain Standard Time. It's a Shine Your Light event. And for those of you, if you have never attended a Shine Your Light event, it's a 4-hour event, and you don't have to be there for the full 4 hours. But the idea is that we gather as a community, and we concentrate on sending out positive vibes, sending out love, light, compassion, and unity to anyone, anywhere in the world that needs it. At the top of the hour, when we reach 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then 7 p.m. Central and 7 p.m. Mountain, and so on, Val does a wonderful job of doing the prayer that we send out for that. And we ask you to participate in that event by shining your light. And how do you do that? You turn on your porch light. You put a lamp in the window. Do something that draws attention to a particular window or whatnot in your home. Yes, thank you, Cheryl. She said, I shine my light from Hawaii as well. Thank you. Absolutely. When we gather as a collective, and when we share the same intention, it is magnified 1,000-fold.
Yeah.
And it always feels so good after the show that it's just fabulous. So if you haven't attended an event, come on, check it out on Saturday. I've got some great people that are coming. So Allie will be there. Val will be there. There's a few surprises. So thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for being here and sharing part of your day, evening with us. The next event is going to be on the 4th, and Sherry is going to be hosting that one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the next Sisters of the Mystical Tarot will be on Sherry's channel. And thank you, ladies, for doing this. I think this was a wonderful show.
It was.
I think,
We
yes,
stretched the topic a little bit, but it was
kind of morphed into something, but
yeah, it did. Yeah.
Well, it morphed where it needed to morph. And so
exactly. So thank you all of you for being here. And make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to all our channels. So take care. Love you all. Bye for now.
that's